YouTube, Kurt Curtis. I'm a part-time eBay seller. In this video, I'm going to show you every single item I sold on eBay this week. I'm also going to show you what I picked up, what I sourced, and after that, we're going to talk about some things. Let's get right to it. All right, I'm going to go over every single item I sold on eBay this week. I'm just going to give a very brief description of it. If you want to see the details of the item, you can look at the picture on the screen. Also, if I don't remember what I paid for something or I got it in a lot type situation, I'm not going to have the buy cost for the item, but if I do have the information, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, let's go through this. First up, I sold a bench warmer card, ended up selling for $1.99. Next up, I had one person pick up two of these Dossier perfumes. First one sold for $34.99. Second one sold for $49.99. So this person's total was $84.98. Sold another bench warmer card, sold for $1.85. Sold this lot of 3 old football packs, sold for $8.99. Sold a book, ended up selling for $9.29. Sold a Sting AEW card, sold for $1.89. Sold an Iceman card, sold for $1.83. Sold this old vintage Transformers toy. This is a pretty good one, sold for $32.89. Sold this Harley Quinn figure slash statue thing. Not the best flip here. I paid $9 for it, ended up selling for $24.99. I did make a little money, but not the best flip there. Sold this Awesome Kong Micro Brawler, sold for $14.99. You're going to see some more about this in the next clip when I go over what I sourced. Sold this Hot Wheels Premium car, sold for $38.99. Sold a Booker T TNA wrestling card, sold for $1.99. Sold a Bruce Wayne pop, paid $9 for it, sold for $24.99. Once again, not the best flip there, but it is what it is. Sold a health and beauty item, sold for $19.99. Sold another health and beauty item. This one sold for $64.99. Sold a bench warmer card, sold for $1.87. I had one person pick up 5 Marvel vs. DC cards. I'm not going to go over them individually, but this person's total was $16.51 for the 5 cards. I had one person pick up 2 bench warmer cards. First one sold for $1.87. Second one sold for $1.85. That person's total was $3.72. Sold a DVD, Fashion Victims, pretty good one, sold for $35.59. Sold another bench warmer card, sold for $1.99. Sold a Sweet Valley High book, paid 30 cents for this, sold for $23.24. This is a perfect example of looking up books that you would lot up. Like typically Sweet Valley High books, I wouldn't make a lot of them, but always look them up because there are certain ones that are rare or more desirable and you can sell them individually. Sold health and beauty items, sold for $24.99. Sold this Black Panther Hot Wheels car, sold for $10.99. Sold a Punisher card, sold for $1.83. Had one person pick up 2 wrestling cards. This Ty Conte Dynamite parallel sold for $9.49, and Penelope Ford base card sold for $1.89. That person's total was $11.38. Sold a basketball card, sold for $1.85. Sold a DVD, Prom Night 3 and 4. This was sealed, pretty good one, sold for $24.99. Sold this New York Giants patch, sold for $9.49. I got a multi-quantity listing of those. Sold another DVD, Home Alone triple feature. That's sealed, paid $1 for it, sold for $12.34. Sold another health and beauty item, sold for $19.99. Another health and beauty item sold for $24.99. Another health and beauty item sold for $14.99. Another health and beauty item sold for $39.99. Get Your Stuff DVD sold for $13.34. Wayne Gretzky N64 game sold for $13.64. Sold another Dossier perfume, sold for $34.99. Sold another health and beauty item, sold for $11.49. Sold this Backstreet Boys shirt, paid $3.50 for it, sold for $17.99. I picked this up recently. It was on one of my recent videos. That one sold pretty quickly. It was a cool shirt, nice and clean as well. Sold a CD, Awake, Best Alive, that was sealed, sold for $11.82. However, that had some cracks in the case and all that. That was a CD I had a bunch of copies of, and I believe this was the last one that finally sold off, so they're all sold now. And last up for the week, I sold this Laserdisc, sold for $18.19. Not too bad at all. This was a pretty solid week. Can't complain at all. All right, first up, I picked up this Funko Pop 2-pack, Morgan and Tony Stark, glows in the dark, pop in a box exclusive. I paid $11 for that. Not too bad. I also found a Micro Brawler. I can't believe I found one of these in the wild. Awesome Kong. I was actually subscribed to Pro Wrestling Crate. I just canceled my subscription. I was subscribed for a year. I was doing videos opening them, and then I kind of just stopped. And you got 2 t-shirts a month, so at the end of it, I got 24 wrestling shirts, and I kept most of them. But I have been keeping track of all my sales for the Pro Wrestling Crate stuff, just to see how much I paid for my year subscription and how much stuff I was able to sell, how much I was able to keep, to kind of see like how it would pan out. And so I'll probably do a video talking all about that in the future, but cool to find that one out in the wild. I don't think it's that valuable because it's Awesome Kong, maybe 15 bucks. I sold my copy for $15 that I got, so I assume that will be the same. Picked up a couple skincare items. These were $4 a piece. This one should be pretty decent. This one, I have a bunch of already, probably like around the $20 range. I also picked up this stuff. I'm not really sure what I paid for each individual item here. The transaction was kind of weird, but I ended up paying $25 for everything, which was a really good deal in my opinion. First up, I got a couple band shirts. This one right here, I wasn't for sure that this was a band, but I confirmed it before I bought it. And this is actually like a new shirt too, so it's pretty interesting. Size XL. There's nothing on the back. This one, actually this is the back of the shirt. Spirit Box Sun Killer. And then the front of the shirt. So double-sided, size large. Not really sure what I can get for these. I'm gonna have to look into it, but hopefully at least $20 a shirt. I also picked up this Funko Pop Meg. This one should be around a $20 Funko Pop. Picked up a video game. This one might actually be a sleeper. I couldn't find much information on the spot, but I'm gonna have to look more into it. I know the 360 version is like sought after a little bit, so I'm gonna have to look into this one, but I think that one might actually be pretty good. Got a DVD. This one is sealed. Should be around 10 bucks. I'll take it. Also got a bunch of books. The books were super cheap, the cheapest part of this whole transaction here. I have 7 hardcover Nicholas Sparks books. Not really familiar with the author. I don't know if there's a demand for these, but I grabbed them. Also have a couple individual books. This one should be a $10 book. This one I'm gonna have to look more into. It seems like there wasn't much information on eBay, but I have to look further into it. I think this one might actually be pretty good as well. Got a Clive Cussler book. I'm gonna add that to the lot that I picked up last time. I haven't listed those yet. Got 3 Martha Grimes paperback books. I'll make a nice little lot there. And I also have The Fallen books 1 through 3. I don't know if that's the complete series, but I have 3 books right in a row, so I'll make a lot of that. So not too bad, nice little haul here. So at the end of the videos, if I have something that went down or something to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. But if I don't, I'm just going to make a topic and just talk about that. So today's topic is going to be listing strategies. I've had many different listing strategies throughout my time selling on eBay. Most of them relate to like adjusting to how my life is doing and what I'm doing with my life. And then I make a strategy for that. However, I don't always stick to them. So I'm curious what your guys' strategies are. I don't care if you're part-time, full-time, do it for fun, as a hobby, like whatever. Let me know in the comments section. Do you have a goal of how many items you list per day, a goal of how many items you list per week, a number of items you want to get up per month? Like, how do you guys do it? Or do you just list whenever you feel like it and that works for you? Let me know. I'm really curious to how other people do it. Like I said, I've had many different strategies. Recently, I've tried to do the 3 listings a day. And then on my days off, I list like just as much as I can, usually maybe like 10, 15 items, but that doesn't always happen. I want to say throughout the week, I normally, you know, there is always circumstances where it doesn't turn out like that, but I want to say I would usually do like maybe 20, 25, I don't know, but then some weeks I only do 10, you know, so I don't know. I've had this strategy in place and it hasn't always panned out, but I do always get listings up every week. There's never a week that goes by, at least recently, that I haven't listed anything. But yeah, I'm very curious. Let me know in the comment section your listing strategy if you have one. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stack dividends, sweep floors. Until next time. Get the broom.